Do you ever feel overwhelmed? Are you constantly bombarded with notifications, messages, and updates? In today's fast-paced world, distractions are everywhere. It's easy to feel like you're constantly fighting a losing battle against a never-ending stream of interruptions. This constant state of distraction can be incredibly draining. It makes it difficult to focus on tasks, remember information, and be productive. It can also lead to feelings of stress, anxiety, and overwhelm. But there is hope. By understanding the sources of distractions and developing strategies to manage them, you can regain control of your attention and your life. Feeling constantly distracted is not a sign of weakness, it's the new normal. We live in a world designed to grab our attention and never let go. From social media to news alerts to endless emails, we are constantly bombarded with information and stimulation. Our brains are simply not wired to handle this level of input. The good news is that you can train your brain to be more focused. By implementing simple strategies, you can regain control of your attention and live a more focused, productive, and meaningful life. I used to be incredibly distracted. My days were filled with constant interruptions and my mind was always wandering. I would start working on a task only to be pulled away by a notification, an email, or a stray thought. It felt like I was never able to fully concentrate on anything. I felt like I was constantly behind, struggling to keep up with the demands of my work and my life. The stress was overwhelming and I knew something had to change. I realized I needed to make a change. I couldn't continue living in a state of perpetual distraction. I needed to find a way to focus and be more productive. I started by identifying my biggest distractions. I took a hard look at what was pulling my attention away from my work and my goals. I then experimented with different strategies for managing those distractions. I tried various productivity tools, set up a distraction-free workspace, and even limited my phone usage. It wasn't easy at first, but over time, I developed habits and routines that helped me to regain control of my attention. I started practicing meditation and deep breathing exercises to calm my mind. I also set a daily routine and stuck to it. Slowly but surely, I became more focused and productive. My work improved and I felt more in control of my life. The journey wasn't easy, but it was worth it. Looking back, I can see how far I've come. The changes I made have had a profound impact on my life. I'm no longer a slave to distractions. Instead, I am in control, and it feels amazing. Technology is a double-edged sword. It can be an incredible tool for productivity and connection, but it can also be a major source of distraction. Social media in particular is designed to be addictive. The constant stream of notifications, updates, and messages triggers the release of dopamine in the brain, creating a cycle of craving and reward. Email, while a necessary tool for communication, can also be a major time sink. The average person receives hundreds of emails per day, many of which are not urgent or even important. Taming the digital beast. The first step to regaining control of your attention is to reduce the number of distractions coming from your devices. Start by turning off all non-essential notifications. This includes social media, news alerts, and email. You don't need to be constantly bombarded with information. Next, delete any apps that you don't use regularly or that you find yourself mindlessly scrolling through. This will help to reduce temptation and free up your time and mental energy for more important things. The art of single tasking. Our brains are not wired to multitask. Despite the common belief that juggling multiple tasks at once can make us more efficient, research shows that it actually hampers our productivity. When we try to do too many things at once, our performance on all tasks suffers. Multitasking divides our attention, leading to a decrease in the quality of our work. We make more mistakes, it takes us longer to complete tasks, and we experience higher levels of stress. This constant switching between tasks can also lead to mental fatigue. The key to productivity and focus is to single task. By dedicating our full attention to one task at a time, we can work more efficiently and effectively. Focus on one task at a time and give it your full attention. This approach allows us to immerse ourselves fully in the task, leading to better outcomes and a deeper sense of accomplishment. Once you've completed that task, you can move on to the next one. This method not only improves the quality of our work, but also helps in managing our time more effectively. This might seem counterintuitive, but it's actually the most efficient way to work. Single tasking reduces the cognitive load on our brains, making it easier to stay focused and productive. By focusing on one task at a time, you can complete tasks more quickly and to a higher standard. This approach not only enhances our productivity, but also contributes to a more balanced and less stressful work life. Embrace the art of single tasking and experience the benefits of a more focused, efficient, and fulfilling way of working. It's a simple yet powerful strategy to enhance both your professional and personal life. Remember, the journey to mastering single tasking starts with a single step. Begin today and watch as your productivity and satisfaction soar. The power of delegation. Delegation is the act of assigning responsibility for a task or project to another person. It involves trusting others with tasks that you might usually handle yourself. It is an essential skill for anyone who wants to be more productive and less stressed. By delegating, you can manage your workload more effectively and ensure that you are not overwhelmed by too many responsibilities. When you delegate tasks, you free up your time and mental energy to focus on more important work. This allows you to concentrate on strategic planning, creative thinking, and other high-priority activities that require your full attention. You also give others the opportunity to learn and grow. Delegation helps in building a more skilled and capable team, as it allows team members to take on new challenges and develop their abilities. Delegation can be applied to both your personal and professional life. Whether it's at work or at home, sharing responsibilities can lead to a more balanced and fulfilling life. If you have tasks that you dread doing or that are taking up too much of your time, consider delegating them to someone else. This not only helps you manage your time better, but also empowers others to contribute and take ownership of their work. Effective delegation requires clear communication and trust. Make sure to provide detailed instructions and set clear expectations. Follow up regularly to ensure that the tasks are being completed as expected. Remember, delegation is not about offloading work you don't want to do. It's about strategically distributing tasks to improve efficiency and productivity. When done correctly, it can lead to better outcomes for everyone involved. So take a moment to assess your workload and identify tasks that can be delegated. Start small and gradually build up your delegation skills. You'll find that it not only lightens your load but also fosters a more collaborative and supportive environment. Embrace the power of delegation and watch as it transforms your work and personal life for the better. By sharing responsibilities, you create opportunities for growth, learning, and success for everyone involved. Navigating social distractions. Social distractions can be just as detrimental to our focus as digital distractions. These can include interruptions from colleagues, family members, and friends. While it's important to be social and maintain relationships, it's also important to set boundaries to protect your time and attention. This might mean setting aside specific times for social interaction and sticking to them, or it might mean being more assertive about communicating your need for uninterrupted work time. Setting boundaries. Setting boundaries is crucial for managing distractions and reclaiming your focus. This means learning to say no to requests for your time and attention that are not aligned with your priorities. It also means setting aside dedicated time for focused work and communicating those boundaries to others. This might mean putting your phone on Do Not Disturb mode, closing your office door, or letting your family know that you're not to be interrupted during certain hours. Reclaiming your focus. Reclaiming your focus is not a one-time event, it's a continuous process. It requires conscious effort and a willingness to experiment with different strategies to find what works best for you. By implementing the tips and strategies outlined in this video, you can start to regain control of your attention and live a more focused, productive, and fulfilling life. Remember, your attention is your most valuable resource. Protect it wisely. I hope this video has helped you. If you found it useful, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. See you next time. Goodbye.